The Marching Southerners are much more than just a college band. It's a group of students that come from all different kinds of backgrounds, and they come together to carry on an incredible tradition that's been built. You know, we perform at football games and other events, but it's much more than that. It's this family bond that they build while creating this incredible art.
If I was describing to someone that has never seen the Southerners or didn't know about them, you first explained that the Southerners are a college marching band. And most folks have seen marching bands, and because of that they have sort of an expectation in their mind. Oh, yeah, marching band, I've seen marching bands, so the Southerners are a marching band, right? You know, not even close. You know, the Southerners are, a word I like to use is a unique product. It's one of those things that you have to witness to really understand.
In 1956, Dr. John Finley was the band director, and he started the Marching Southerners, and it was much more than just a college band at that point. It was an idea of something that he could create that would actually put Jack State on the map. He did a beautiful job of that. You know, just demanding excellence and really kind of pushing the envelope for what bands were doing back then. And then, of course, Dr. Walters came in right after him and carried the band to incredible heights. And we've kind of built the tradition and the quality on what they started years and years ago.
The Southerners devote a lot of time and attention to not only the precision that they do in the movement of the band on the field, but in the musicianship, in the intonation that they utilize in producing the product. And when you do that, when the horn line hits you with a big note and it's in perfect tune across the board, that sound takes on a different property. It's almost like a pressure wave. It's concussive. It's something that you can feel on your body when it hits you. And it's not something that you can watch a video and experience.
My time as a Marching Southerner was probably the most life-changing experience I've had in my life. You know, when you become a Marching Southerner, you realize what it means to be part of a family that may not be blood relationship to you. We've got such a great tradition built with respect for everyone, regardless of their background. I've always said that diversity is our strength, and everyone that comes into this program, we want to make them feel welcome. We want them to feel like it's a safe space for them to be the person that they want to be.
My time in the Southerners was in the early to mid 70s, and it was a time of evolutionary development. We're still playing playing traditional type tunes in the show, but we're moving to more drum corps style opening tunes. And so it was kind of a mix, if you will. And it was definitely a period of growth. The Southerners were still wearing the cadet uniforms. And it grew enough my first year that there weren't enough cadet uniforms to go around. And so the drumline was the first ones to go, hey, can you guys do something different? So, yeah, okay. So we had to go out and make up our own uniform for the drumline, which is what we did. We did that 74 and 75. 76, got new uniforms, the nice silk blouse, the satin blouse thing. And we had those through 78. But in 78, again, the band grew enough that we had to give up our uniforms and come up with something on our own. And so it was a time of growth for the band.
When I got the job at Jack State as the next director of the Marching Southerners, it was both humbling and overwhelming at the same time. I had the weight of the tradition of excellence on my shoulder that had been established years before I came in. But with all of that said, it was the biggest honor of my life.
The thing that's amazing about Dr. Boddiford is just when you think, well, sorry, Dr. Boddiford, you're not going to be able to make a better show than this one next year. I'm sorry. And then he does. He comes out and it's, okay, this one's better than last year. How did you do that? You know, it's like every year's a wonderful surprise.
Retirement is very bittersweet. I tell you, it was one of the most difficult decisions of my life, but I knew it was time. You know, after 32 years, actually 36, because I taught 4 years up in Virginia before I got the job at Jack State. But I'm at peace with that, and I'm really excited about the future for the band program. We have an incredible staff here. The students are amazing, and I can't wait to see the new heights that they achieve, and I'll be cheering them on from the stands as a spectator.
I think everybody knew it was coming sooner or later, right? I mean, you know, he's already paid his dues, right? But Dr. Boddiford, you know, I think the history books are going to remember him as the right guy at the right place at the right time. You know, and not only did he pick up the torch, you know, from the concepts and the spirit that Dr. Walters had nurtured in the organization, but he's taken it to new heights.
You know, the Marching Southerners have always been much more than just about one person. And I think that's something that everybody has to always remember. It's the life that we breathe in this program as a collective. And I don't think my retirement is going to change anything. I'll miss the day-to-day, I'll miss the students, and I'll miss my staff. And I know a lot of students and staff will miss me as well. But at the heart of it, we know what the program is about and what must continue. And I have no doubt that those things will continue.
One of the special things, one of the unique things about Southerners as an organization, you know, is it's also a really effective recruiting tool for the university. And because, you know, the Southerners are, you know, some 500 members, and that's roughly 5% of the enrollment. But they're not all music majors. These kids are business, economics, science, math, engineering, nursing. They cover the gambit. And most of those kids could choose to go to almost any number of universities to pursue that sort of degree, you know. But they choose to come here because they want to march in the Southerners. That makes the Southerners a recruiting tool.
Over the past 32 years, we've always tried to push the boundaries of what a college marching band could be and try not to get into that mold that seems very common, you know, across the world with marching bands. But, you know, yet, even though we've made changes and the band has progressed, we've always tried to keep the tradition of the band program, the heart of the program, in the center of all of our ideas, with the strong tradition, the excellence in musicality and visual programs. And, you know, I keep going back to the word family, but that's what we talk about all the time with the band, is we're much more than a marching band, we're a true family.
The spirit of the Southerners, I don't think that's changed at all. What has changed has been a big change in communication. You know, the technology of communication, you know, you're able, organizations able to stay in touch with the members, you know, at a much more detailed level. Back in the older days, before the advent of this technology, it was look at the schedule on Dr. Walters' office door, or wait till you show up and the section leader will tell you what's happening today and tomorrow maybe. So communication is a big change.
Well, I think the future for the Marching Southerners is very bright. You know, we just got the invitation to perform at the Rose Parade, so that'll be on everybody's mind for at least the next year. But I think that's just scratching the surface for what they're going to accomplish in the future.